Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I do unboxings here, mostly lifestyle boxes, but also some stationery, books, beauty, jewelry, travel, home decor, even a dash of Disney. So if you enjoy unboxings, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell so that you find out whenever I post new videos or announce giveaways or even go live. As always, if you're already subscribed, thank you so much for being here and spending a little part of your day with me. Today I have one of my favorite monthly lifestyle boxes to share with you, and that is Hyggebox, and it looks like the box itself has even gotten a little bit of an update. They have two different subscription tiers. They have their standard box, which is $29 per month plus $10 in shipping, or they have their deluxe box, which is what I have to share with you today, and that is $40 per month plus $12 in shipping. But for both of those subscription tiers, if you do a little bit of a longer subscription, if you buy several months at once, you will get a little bit of a price break. I will leave a link for you in the description box below. Let's go ahead though and take a look at this box. It's just a slightly lighter color and it has a little bit of a softer finish to it. So I love when boxes get sent to me in an outer mailer so they come nice and pristine, because sometimes you don't necessarily use all of the products right away. So it's great to be able to sort of store them in their natural habitat for a little bit longer until you have the opportunity to use them or to regift them to a friend or family member. But same kind of pattern, it's just a slightly different finish and color background, like I said. So on the inside, they have gone back to printing a little bit about Hyggebox and the concept of Hygge, which, in case you don't already know, is the Danish concept of coziness. I've really come to think of it about really living a very intentional, well-balanced life that savors all of the good things in life, not just the kind of cozy months that we think of being associated with Hygge, which is the fall and winter months. So they've done a really good job of sort of showing us ways to incorporate Hygge, that comfort and coziness, even in the spring and summer months. And they have switched and done a different kind of product pamphlet as of last month. They used to just do a simple square that was sort of double-sided, and it kind of had a cute little like art print usually on the front. Now we still have a beautiful image, but it is really more of a booklet. And then it does on the back of it have that same like kind of long blurb telling us about Hygge and Hyggebox on the back, which is always nice. So this would be a lovely gift box, I think, as well, just if you want to give a little like self-care lifestyle box to someone who could appreciate it. So I'm looking on the inside. It's got a lot of like full color images telling us about the items. They never actually include the retail values in this box. It's one thing where I feel like they could do a little bit of an upgrade. I don't necessarily feel like you're getting like 3 or 4 times the value of what you pay on the box, but I do think you're always getting your money's worth. And again, it's always the fun, the surprise of this box and the beautiful curation, which is really what gives it its value. So I'm just kind of flipping through so I know where to look when I get in there. And it does on the back inside cover, that's where it's going to tell you what items were in the deluxe box that did not appear in the standard box. Sometimes it's one item, sometimes it's a couple of them. It looks like this time around it is just one. So let's go ahead and take a look on the inside. It does have a little message for us, and I always like to read that to sort of set the tone. The theme for the month is Spring Escapes. It says, let's take a journey together where the landscape is picturesque and flowers hum with bees. Where are you? Scandinavia, Scotland, or in a lavender field in Nice? Experiencing new cultures warms the soul. We'll learn new words and savor wonderful flavors. Back home, floral scents, a tea time setup, and the feel of a soft, silky scarf against bare skin await. Because journeys can be big or small, real or of the mind, they are about the moment. Slow down and admire the hyggelife things all around you in the springtime. So again, it's all about savoring the moments that you have, those quiet moments. So all right, we'll take a look. So they always have a pretty tissue paper on the inside, and I feel like they switch up the tissue paper maybe like once a quarter. So this time it's got some little gold leaves and hearts and flowers. It's very, very cute. And of course, a little sticker kind of keeping everything together. So let me see if I can open that up without tearing it too much. All right. And then I will show you what it looks like. They always do a really nice job of kind of nestling everything in there. And I am seeing the deluxe item right on top, but I will go ahead and put that off to the side until we get to it. But it looks like we have got some tea. Now you guys know how I feel about getting tea in subscription boxes. I love tea. It's just we get so much of it. It totally makes sense though in a Hygge themed box to receive tea, because again, it is those nice quiet moments where you can savor things things. But this one looks really, really good. They always promise that you will have an edible indulgence and an element of light in this. So sometimes that is a drinkable edible indulgence. This is by Tiatulia, excuse me, organic single garden teas, and the flavor of this is a lemongrass, and I am a huge fan of a lemongrass in cooking, in tea. I just feel like it's very makes me think of being like in a very healthy spa environment. But this is quite a good size. It actually includes 16 pyramid tea bags, so I'm not actually going to open it up, but definitely check out my Instagram, because usually I'll take some photos for you because I do love those pyramid style sachets. So let me just show you what this looks like. It's not actually wood, even though it's printed to look like wood, but it is a nice presentation. It says, a garden that started as barren land was brought back to life through regenerative farming. Today, that Bangladesh garden is owned by Tiatulia and is the source for organic single garden tea. Because the tea is direct from the garden to your cup, this is one of the freshest, best tasting teas out there. Silk pyramid tea bags allow extra space for the leaves to infuse, bringing more flavor into each cup. Each whole pyramid leaf bag can be brewed 2 to 3 times. That is so good to know. And then it says, lemongrass is refreshing and clean with a lemony sweetness and invigorating citrus indulgence in a cup. The canister is crafted from compostable materials and is recyclable. And then it says, women working in the garden benefit from innovative education, health, and cattle lending programs that help lift families out of the cycle of poverty. So love any sort of company that is featured that has a mission where they actually tell us a little bit about it. So definitely something to look into and a great brand to know. And I have received some from this same company in a different subscription box, and I'm happy to try this other flavor. I think the last one I got was like hibiscus something, but really, really good. Another beautiful package that I spy, which is our actual edible indulgence. I may have actually gotten something from them before, probably like a year ago. I have been subscribed to hyggebox for over a year now because I just love it so much. This is Shortbread House of Edinburgh, and it's truly handmade shortbread with macadamia nuts, you guys. And macadamia nuts are one of my favorite nuts, not just because it makes me think of Hawaii, but just because they're a really fatty, indulgent, delicious nut. And I've come to love shortbread in my adult life. When I was a kid, I was all about, chocolate and chocolate chip cookies, but a good buttery shortbread is delicious. And what a beautiful package, like I said. And it looks like we got a good size. It says, let's see, we have 5 servings per container, but a serving size is 3 cookies. So I'm guessing they're kind of small cookies, which is okay. So it says, Shortbread House of Edinburgh, truly handmade mini shortbread with macadamia nuts, has a crisp texture and delicious macadamia nut flavor. Each box contains approximately 16 mini shortbread biscuits and is too tempting to resist eating the entire box in one sitting. Trust us, we tried. So that's always why I think it's funny when they're like, oh, a serving size is this. And it's like, well, once you open the bag, unless they're individually wrapped, I'm going to demolish all of them. So but this is what they look like. They are cute little flower shaped little shortbreads. So I'm really excited to give those a try. I usually wait to open them until I take some photos for over on Instagram, because again, otherwise if I open the bag now, they will be gone before I take any photos. The next thing, it's very nice. They packaged most of this except for that one deluxe item, in the order that it appears in the pamphlet, which is great. This is a fantastic skincare company that I've received in many different subscription boxes. I've definitely gotten some Fleur & Bee products from hyggebox as well. So this is a rose water toner. Now, I get a lot of toners in subscription boxes. I'm not really that great about actually using them, so this is probably something that I will pass on to one of you or a friend or a family member, also just because I'm not a huge fan of rose scented things. And again, this is a rose water toner. It says rose and shine. That's cute. This rose water toner is as pure as it gets and only contains 2 ingredients, rose oil and water. You love that when it's only 2 ingredients. Being free of any other additives, it delivers the perfect amount of hydration and freshness with every spritz. Spritz a few pumps onto your face for that morning, midday, or nightly refresh. And they always have just the most beautiful and very simple packaging with kind of these rose gold accents, which I do always appreciate. This is actually a plastic bottle, even though it kind of looks like amber glass, but really, really pretty, nice size as well. Let's see, it says it's 2 fluid ounces, but like I said, I will probably pass that on to someone who will enjoy it and use it a little bit more, although I do appreciate that it's not a huge bottle of it. All right, and then I think that is the last of the items. Wow, this is kind of a lesser amount that I'm used to seeing. I think there's actually supposed to be a candle in here as well that I might have passed by. There we go. I was like, I know there's an element of light in here because there always is. So yes, this was actually on the first page, and this is from Hygge, which is kind of their in-house brand as far as I can tell. It says, this is the Hygge Blomst soy candle. There's nothing like spring in Denmark, where lilies, hydrangeas, and cherry blossoms are in full bloom. Blomst combines the scents of these fragrant flowers with a dash of lemon peel, a pinch of amyris, and a touch of light musk. Its floral aroma will provoke comforting thoughts and always make you live in spring. So love that. They actually just have like a little drawing of flowers on this page, which is why I kind of missed it and didn't realize that it was talking about the candle, but it does have that same image there on the top. So let me give this a smell. Ooh, that is like very floral, and normally I'm not a huge fan of like strong floral scents. I just feel like it can be a little overwhelming, but it does really kind of smell like a bouquet of flowers. So depending on the throw, I think this might be a really nice thing to have instead of always having to refresh my flowers. But this is kind of a good size. Sometimes we get kind of smaller ones from them, and I don't mind this very simple like mason jar style. It's not usually something that I hold on to. I usually do that with like really decorative vessels, but this is something that's very recyclable, which is great. But it is definitely a reusable jar if that's something you're looking to do. So that was our element of light. So we'll just go over everything again. We got our soy candle, which does smell lovely. We got our nice hefty size little container canister of lemongrass organic tea. We got our big old box of mini shortbread, which I'm super excited about. And then what else did we get? Oh, we got our lovely Fleur and Bee Rose Water Toner. And then I think that was it for the regular box, for the standard box. So let me just double check. Yes, 4 items. Again, that does seem a little bit light. Usually I feel like there's usually 5 or 6 items, but they do usually only promise, I think, 4 to 5. So in this occasion, we only got the 4. And then for the deluxe box, we did get that additional item, which was right on top, and it is a very pretty color, but I'm going to go ahead and pull it out. It says Hygge Lavendel Scarf. It says calming lavender flowers print artfully blooms across this soft and lightweight scarf tipped with swaying tassels. So I'm just trying to figure out how to open it up. It says the lovely mint green color and fine silky material make it the perfect accessory for spring and summer getaways. Ooh, it is very silky. Now we get a lot of scarves in subscription boxes, and it is one of those things that I think totally makes sense because it's an accessory that a lot of people can use. You know, everybody has their preferences when it comes to jewelry style and tone, but scarves are always fun to have because you can use them for so many things. It is very light. You can see how like sort of see-through, how sheer it is. It just has tassels on the corners, which I kind of like, instead of along an entire edge. So a little bit smaller, but it will give it some weight if you're kind of draping it over your shoulders as a little shawl, which is nice. So it is very light and silky and soft, a little bit of a different texture, smoother than what I'm used to receiving in subscription boxes where they feel a little bit more woven. I do think that the color is really pretty, and I like the nice simple lavender print that they were mentioning. So this is a nice item, but that is the 5th item, and you would only get this 5th item if you were receiving the deluxe box. But overall, I think this was a nice, well-balanced Hygge box. You'll have to let me know, though, in the comments below what your favorite item was. I'm really thinking that the shortbread is probably my favorite. I think the scarf is beautiful. I just have so many scarves. I'm not really sure if I will use that, and it gets so warm here in the summer months that I don't actually even use scarves that much as accessories, but I will definitely use it maybe when it does start to get a little bit cooler in the early fall, and I can still pull off kind of a springy looking scarf. But it is kind of feeling like summer here these days, not so much spring, but I'm ready for it. Definitely happy about it. But I can feel the Hygge vibes from this box, even though it is recognizing that we are moving into summer. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, and hopefully I see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.